morning. Today I'm in probably my favourite part of North Wales on a walk I've done dozens of times before, but never actually filmed it. And the reason for that is A, I've not done it for a while, and B, it's a really busy place, it's really popular, and so getting the mountain to yourself to do some filming is really tough. So today, started out in the dark, in the hope that at the very least we'll get the first section of the walk to ourselves. Although later when we get up on the tops, that's not likely to happen. So whether this footage will ever make it into a Rudolph's Mountains movie, who knows, but we'll give it our best shot. It is early November, it's a Remembrance Sunday, and it's ridiculously mild. Really quite warm, which is great. Right, so our route is going to take us up Gribbin, which is probably the first big scramble I did. And still my favourite scramble. You can make it as hard as you like. As always, videoing scrambling is quite difficult. So I apologise in advance if the footage is a bit naff. Anyway, let's get ourselves onto the base of Gribbin, and then I'll update you a bit later on. Whew. Well, we've just got our first proper view of Gribbin Ridge, which up there in all its splendour. Well, it looks impossible from here, but it is utterly brilliant when you're up there. Sun's starting to rise now the other side of Tryfan. Llyn is bathed in pink sunshine. It's absolutely beautiful. Wow, what a beautiful morning. Right, let's crack on up towards the ridge. Right, I'm at the beginning of the scramble. I've just packed my poles away and I've put my little tripod camera away as well because I'm going to have to go handheld I think for all this. Quite how much I'll be able to take in away footage, I'm not sure because I'm going to need my hands. We'll just turn you around and show you where we're going. You can see there's a scramble you can take towards the side which is a bit more straightforward, and you can go up on right onto the ridge itself, which is a lot more exposed. I might have a look up towards the ridge, but if it's very windy up there I'll probably drop down and go up the side. It is windy, but it's quite sheltered here, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like when we get up there. Right then, are you ready? Wow. Well, that was the Gribbin Ridge, and it was just as brilliant as I remember. Wet rock today, so a lot of care was needed. But I think hopefully I got some decent enough footage on the bits where I could use a hand for the camera. Obviously I would have needed two hands for the rock. Safety first. Anyway, now we're going to go and check out Glyder Fach, see if that's busy, see if the cantilever stone and so on. So let's head that way. Right, this is the top of Glyder Fach. It's been a total nightmare getting up here. The rock's all wet and slippery. I've actually circumnavigated the whole peak trying to find a way up. Lots of scrambles. Got here in the end. All I've got to do now is try and get down safely again. Good grief. What a beautiful day. See for miles. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Oh. Right. Just going to touch the highest point and then go down again. Right, I'm down in one piece. I have to say that was terrifying. The rock up there, big huge slabby rocks all stopping wet and really slippery. And circumnavigated the top trying to find a way up. I want you up. Then you've got to get down there. Anyway, let's go and have a quick look at the cantilever stone before we head back towards Glyder Fawr. There we go, there's the cantilever stone, no to worry. Right, let's us get over to Glyder Fawr. Quite a long way away, but it's hunching it off Glyder Fach past the castle in the winds, castle in the winds. Then it's plain sailing across there. Right, I might have mentioned earlier that it's Remembrance Sunday today, and it is 10 to 11, so I'm going to settle myself down here for a little while and have something to eat and wait for 11 o'clock so I can respect the 2-minute silence. So let's get sorted. Joined my wife courtesy of 4G at the cenotaph for the 2-minute silence. So now it's time to go and see if we can say hello to Glyder Fawr, which is just over there. Right, I've been up both the tops of Glyder Fawr. As you're looking, it's on the left, I think, is the taller of the two, but there's not a lot in it. And they're both good scrambles. Couldn't get much footage on the true top, I think, because there's a big group of people enjoying their lunch. Anyway, time now to find our way off Glyder Fawr and down towards Devil's Kitchen. You can probably tell that I haven't descended off Glyder Fawr yet. I just fancied a little bit of solitude, and so instead of following the path down towards Devil's Kitchen, I headed north to the northernmost point of Glyder Fawr. And it's absolutely lovely, and it's a little bit sheltered from the wind, so I've been able to chill out for half an hour. So the descent route from Glyder Fawr is a really loose, very warm scree path that takes you down to the top of Devil's Kitchen, and it's horrible and it'll be busy, so I'll be slipping and sliding down to the top of Devil's Kitchen, and I'll keep you posted as much as I can. But from here I'll basically contour around, and I'll pick up the top of the path down to Devil's Kitchen. Right then, onwards. Right then, I am back at Snowdon. Been a fantastic day. 6.5 hours I've been out for in total. Been an epic weekend really, because I had a massive walk yesterday too. I've really enjoyed it. It's been fantastic to get back in the Glyders again after quite a long break. Fantastic to have a good scramble. First one in a while. It did get my nerves jangling at times, but it was quite tricky with the wet rock and the conditions, quite windy too. So I think it's okay to be a bit nervous, because if you're nervous, you tend to take care. Anyway, the trip up Glyder Fach was tough. When I reached the summit on there, that was very slippery, and Glyder Fawr was, when we came over, it was great, and it was lovely just to go to the northern end of Glyder Fawr and just relax for a bit. Coming down, Devil's Kitchen was really busy, so I didn't get much footage down there, but the main views were on the tops anyway. So thank you for joining me today, if you have lasted this long, and hopefully we shall see you on the next one, all being well.